If there was ever a game concept idea of Duke Nukem, I think this one would be it, but it does have some issues. My name's Coyote, and this is the $5 game review of Don't Bow. Don't Bow is described as an old-school shooter that gives, G-I-B-S in their own words, you ammo, and going berserk gives you health, and your whole objective is to kill them all. And yeah, you kind of just do that. It's just a simple run-around, shoot-'em-up game, and it's a lot of fun, but it definitely needs some work. Starting off, you are given a baseball bat and pick up your first gun rather quickly. It is just a simple assault rifle, and you're off into this portal. Now, this portal will take you to a unique world, and this is obviously being the level 1 world. Don't expect a whole lot. You get to encounter your first monster. Now, what's great about these monsters is they're unique to this game. I've never seen a character model like these, and it's awesome to see some thought and design put into them. They're not aliens, they're not interdimensional planar beasts. No, they're just simple monsters, which is kind of fun. As you kill them, you get ammo for your weapons, which is a fun little concept too. You're not running around hoping that you're going to find the right ammo. Certain monsters drop certain item packs for different weapons. And I've gotten all but like one of the weapons, and it's still a lot of fun to play with them. I have my personal favorite, but I don't want to reveal that because that kind of reveals what you get throughout the game. One thing I would really like them to add is either controller support or the ability to remap buttons. I did find sometimes pressing certain buttons was a little awkward, but that's really just a minor complaint. But as you're going through the level, you're looking for these orbs. It's not really clear what you're supposed to do when you get to the orb. When I got up to it, as you can see, I kind of walked around, not sure what was going on with it, came back, hit it, and it brought me back to that interdimensional area where we're going through different zones. As you progress through different zones and you get to certain objectives, you get new weapons, and that's kind of fun. And then there's also new monsters per zone, something that adds a little bit of a challenge. The zones are actually kind of big too. The first zone kind of small, gets you introduced, gets you walking through. But then when you get to the second zone, it's a lot more massive, and they only get bigger and bigger. I do like the idea that there's no crosshairs in this game too. You're kind of like left to your devices to try and figure out what you're going to do. There's no circular for shotguns, things like that. It's almost point and shoot. As long as you've got the front end of the gun pointing towards your enemy, high chances are it's going to hit, which is really fun. Now, there are different types of enemies. They end up throwing things at you or charging at you. But one of my favorite features of this game is when you get low health, instead of just outright dying and having to go cool down a little bit, you go into this rampage mode. And you got to go smash things up so you can actually get health back. And it'll save you from dying. That is pretty much it. And when you're in that rampage mode, everything dies easily. So you'll end up going into a zone that has like 1,000 enemies, and you end up just spending 90% of your time rampaging, but you're just wiping away enemies, and that part was actually a lot of fun. One of my core issues with the game is your personal hitbox. There is no way to really dodge abilities. Usually if it's coming your way, it's guaranteed to hit you. And that's kind of annoying because sometimes you're just like sidestepping things and you're like way out of the area, but I think the way it's programmed, or maybe I'm just terrible at dodging, it just seemed that everything seemed to hit me whenever they tried. I got over it really quickly because, like I said, the rampage mode was a lot of fun to go around and smash things with the bat, and honestly could have been the whole game itself, and I probably would have enjoyed it. All in all, not a bad game. There are a few bugs. I had a floor fall through glitch a couple times, and it wasn't bad because it just restart. All you got to do is restart it, and you'll start back at the level. So you got to kill things again, but I mean, that's the idea of the game. There is one thing I would love for this game to add, and I think it would probably make it absolutely worth its $4.99 price tag, and that is multiplayer. This game just screams couch split screen. You're talking like zombie survivals. Like if you're playing Call of Duty and you did this would be awesome. Something you could put up on a Steam Deck or just stream to a TV. This would be great to play with a buddy. Whether it's online or split screen, that's the major thing that this game is missing. Because having to fight through this wave of monsters would be a lot better if you could hang out with your buddy and be like, bro, did you see it when we got overswarmed and then we're sitting there fighting with our bats and it's amazing, and you're having that kind of bro moment. That's the one thing that this game is missing. I hope they continue updating it. I'm going to be on the lookout for it because if it gets co-op, I'm absolutely buying it for a buddy of mine, and we're going to be smashing monsters. $4.99 over on the Steam playlist. Pick up Don't Bow. I highly recommend it. If you need help finding it, there is a comment down below with the link in the description. Have you played it? Do you like it? Would you play it? All these questions I want to hear from you. Just drop a comment Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. My name's Coyote, and this is a $5 game review.